Okay, first a little bit of history. Hobart, it seems, has had an interesting relationship with trams and light rail. Hobart was the first city in Australia to have an electric tram network up and running in 1893, the maximum extent shown in this map in 1937. Strange enough, trams were blamed for the congestion on Elizabeth Street, which at the time was the main route to and from the north. Initially, the entire tram fleet were double-deckers, which was a world first. The top deck was open air in Hobart. Must have been bloody chilly. I mean, you can't get too much closer to Antarctica without getting wet. Anyway, on 29th of April 1960, a tram was struck by a lorry, which severed the brakes on the tram, which was full of passengers, which then sped downhill and impacted another tram at about 80 kilometres an hour. A single death, Raymond Donoghue, tram conductor and bloody legend, tried to save the tram, attempting to engage the brakes and simultaneously rang the bell to warn other motorists. No passengers died, but it was the death knell of the tram system. I've left a couple of links in the description that has more info on Hobart trams and trains. The Intercity Cycleway is a great ride from near the centre of Hobart and out past Mona to Claremont, or about 13 kilometres. It's an easy ride and you can head off along the shoreline too. It wasn't part of the Hobart tram network, but it could be part of a future light rail network. I'm out for the first time in Hobart riding at Meehan Range, and this is obviously runs along the highway. This one is my way or the highway. Let's run. Well, Dark Mofo was over, and it was time to get back on the bike. I headed for Meehan Range, Clarence Mountain Bike Park, to get some riding in before I made my way to Medina. There's an awesome jump line here, and turns out it's got a lot going on. There's a good deal of cross-country type trails, although I wasn't up for exploring the higher elevations this time round. The park runs alongside the highway, so plenty of highway noise, but apart from the noise, it's a great warm-up before heading to Medina. Here, coming up the Corkscrew climb, we'll do the dinosaur descent. See if it's for kids. It says intermediate. So. Just back to the history of the trains for a moment. The heavy rail ended up on the chopping block for Hobart too. The alignment at Clarence Mountain Bike Park never connected across to the west side of the Derwent, nor did it connect to the Tasmanian main line. Obviously, that's where the train line used to run. This would have been a bridge. I've left a link in the description to Angus Thornett's channel. He's got a vid on this old rail line and others, and he does great mini docs on Tassie, and he has a drone and a dog. So if you want to learn more, he's your man. Go check it out. Okay, Corkscrew.